to all of you. Today, it's a very important discussion because it's going to be on Moodle. If you have attended our parent orientation last August, I think I talked about briefly about Moodle, and I said that Moodle is the new classroom of the children. If in the classroom, activities happen, video viewing happens, discussions happen. That happens also now in the Moodle. This is the online classroom of the children where when you go to Moodle, you'll find all the elements there, activities, assignments, even quizzes, forums. And in the parents orientation as well, we had a short tutorial of teacher Rizchel, of Miss Rizchel, of how you can actually log into Moodle and what you see in the Moodle. But today, it's going to be more detailed. It's going to be more in-depth. And we can have discussions if you have questions, because now that you have seen the Moodle, I hope so that you have seen the Moodle, because it means that you are really trying to, check on what your children are doing at home. We've been using Moodle every day, so I hope you really have seen the Moodle. But if you have questions like, how do I access or how do I monitor my child? Where do I see the resources? Where do I see the videos? You can ask all these questions. I will not hold you long anymore. We have to get started, and let's see how we should really be monitoring our children through the Moodle and how Moodle is really helping the whole learning process of the children. So our speaker today is not new anymore to your eyes, I'm sure, because you've seen her in the parents orientation. She is the energetic and proactive and very talented. They say she's strict, but I think her being very strict works in disciplining the children. She is the senior high school department coordinator. Please welcome Miss Rizchel.
Thank you so much, Miss Viola, for that wonderful introduction and for giving an idea of what Moodle is. So, good morning to our dear parents and guardians. Today, I will be sharing different things to you about our learning management system, or what we also call LMS, which is Moodle. I know that you've heard a lot of things already about Moodle, but for today, we'll really get to know our LMS. So, before I start, each class in SSIS Malorite campus is having the synchronous session and the asynchronous session. Moodle is being used during the synchronous and asynchronous session. So the teachers give instructions to their class which one to access, when to access, which topic or which activity do they have to answer for that day, for that morning, or for the afternoon. So Moodle actually is being used any time of the day, depends on the instruction of their subject teacher. For today, we'll be discussing 4 different agendas. So the first one, we'll discuss first what is Moodle. We will also talk about the benefits of using Moodle. I will also share the features of Moodle. And lastly, I think this is what most of you are really waiting for, the Moodle navigation. I hope other parents have navigated already the Moodle courses of their child. So if not yet, it's okay also, because we're going to navigate it today as well. So if ever you have questions, just don't hesitate to unmute your mic or type it in our chat box if you would like to clarify some things regarding Moodle. Esgen has been using Moodle as its LMS since 2010. So this is our 11th year of using Moodle already. It is complemented by collaborative apps such as the Google Productivity Suite like Google Docs, Google Slides, Gmail, and Google Meet. So these Google Suite apps will be discussed to you also in the next PLS sessions. We also have more sophisticated areas of online learning such as flipped classroom, big data analytics, and real-time data. So our teachers and students use the LMS for accessing notes, assignments, quizzes, and joining discussion forums using their laptops, computer units, and even mobile phones. So even using your cell phone or mobile phones, You can download the mobile application, and you can also check the Moodle courses of your child or children there. In mobile phones, this is another info. You can also check the resources even though you're offline. So you can download the mobile app, the Moodle mobile app, and then just download the course and you can see the resources even though you don't have internet connection. So that's just another additional info about Moodle. So what is Moodle? Last parent orientation, like what Miss Viola mentioned a while ago, we already gave a very quick and short preview of what Moodle is. So we'll review it for today. Again, Moodle stands for Modular Object Oriented Dynamic Learning Environment. So since it's very long, that's why we have an acronym for it, which is just Moodle. So it is a free and open source learning management system that is used by hundreds of millions of people worldwide, especially in our situation in these days. It is used for blended learning and other e-learning projects in schools, universities, workplaces, and other sectors. Additional info again, this was originally developed by Martin Dogyamas. He's the founder and CEO of Moodle. He developed it to help educators, teachers, to create online courses with a focus on interaction and collaborative construction of content. And it is continual evolution. So until now, they're still improving Moodle. It was updated last time to Moodle 3.8 already. And of course, our Esgen schools are also updated with this new Moodle 3.8. Okay, so I'll now go to some benefits of using Moodle. So there's a lot. I just picked some that will really be helpful to our parents and students as well. So first is accessing learning materials 24/7. So Moodle is open 24/7. The learning resources are available to the learners whenever they want to access them. So there are some activities in Moodle like their assignments, quizzes, where the teachers set dates when to open and close these assessments. So it's just there are some activities in Moodle that teachers set a time. When will it be open and when will it be closed? When will be the due date of answering those quizzes and when will be the cutoff date? When we say due date, students can still answer those quizzes and submit assessments even though it's already the submission date. So it will be marked there that they submitted it late. When we say cutoff date, if the teacher set a cutoff date for that assessment, project, or quiz, meaning the student will not be able to access it anymore. But since we are incorporating growth mindset also, we give time to students to answer those quizzes and assessments in their own pace. So another benefit of using Moodle is it is an organized e-learning environment. So because Moodle is able to conduct seamless integrations between existing systems, like we can use Google Docs here, Google Slides, Google Sheets, other G Suite apps, we can effectively manage learning from a central location. So this helps keep all administrative and instructional activities more organized and provides the ability to store and track this integral information in one place. So for us teachers, it's like we have a compilation of their outputs, worksheets, and projects. So in Moodle, it's all saved there, all the things that they're submitting to us. So it's in an organized manner that this is our folders. These are our files. And it is also protected. It will not go public. Another benefit, the third one, we have engaging content. So later on, during our Moodle navigation, you will be able to see some engaging contents that the teacher uploaded in the different subjects. So with a variety of resource and activity types, learning on Moodle can be fun. Moodle supports a range of media to present or link to learning materials, support the learners, and to assess their learnings. Later, you'll see different videos, forums, additional activities that the teachers uploaded for the students to be engaged during their online classes or even during their asynchronous activities. And last one is the self-paced learning. So learners may choose to do advanced reading and advanced studying in each course once the next topics are updated. So the teachers have already uploaded advanced topics, advanced resources, and activities for the students. So if the students would like to read it advanced or study advanced, they may do so as long as it is already open by the teacher, by their subject teacher. If ever they would also like to go back from their previous topics just to review or try to answer it again, they may also do so. Okay, so they can go back and they can also move forward. So I'll move on to the next slide. Okay, we'll now have features of Moodle. So the first one is the personalized dashboard. So learners may organize and customize their dashboard. In this way, they will easily find or access the Moodle courses where they are enrolled to, especially to our returning students, for those who are using Moodle already since 2010. They, in their dashboard, they will see a lot of previous Moodle courses that they were enrolled to before. So if they will be mixing those previous Moodle courses to their present Moodle courses, they might have hard time in accessing which Moodle courses is already in progress right now. So they can customize it in a way wherein they can like mark a star in those present Moodle courses. So later, I will also show that during our Moodle navigation. The second feature is the all-in-one calendar. So if they have Google Calendar, Moodle has its own calendar as well. So they also have their own Moodle calendar where they can track deadlines and submission dates of their assignments, quizzes, and projects. So in here, they will see a summary of all their Moodle courses, wherein if it's already the deadline for next week or this week and the like. They can also organize it in a way that they will only see the submission dates for that specific Moodle course. So later, we'll also navigate that. The third one is uploaded links, videos, PowerPoints, and handouts. So teachers have uploaded a lot of open educational resources like online notes, aside from the textbook that the students are using. So we also provide online facts, info for specific topics. They also have e-textbook or their own textbook, PowerPoint presentations that the teachers are using during their synchronous sessions. So they don't have to ask for a copy from the teacher, or they don't have to copy while having online classes, because that may also distract them from understanding and focusing on the lesson. We also have uploaded videos wherein they can just watch it there in Moodle. They don't have to go to YouTube and find the link and browse. And of course, some handouts that we added for some subjects. The fourth one is the discussion forum. So in the discussion forum, teachers uploaded or assigned a specific question for the students to answer. They can give their insights or they can share their opinions and perspectives in the specific question. And aside from that, aside from sharing their insights and learnings in different forums, they can also have additional learning by reading the responses of other students from Esgen schools. So in here, they will also be able to see the comments, the responses of other students from Batangas, from SSIS Batangas, from SMC, and even from Southville. And they may also comment on their responses as well. So that's what we call the discussion forum. The fifth one is the quizzes with immediate feedback. Per week, teachers uploaded or made quizzes that is connected to the specific topic for the week. So weekly quizzes are also provided to check students' understanding in each topic. And once the students are done answering, they are given feedback right away for them to review their final answers. So once they submitted the quiz, they will be able to know in what items did they get mistakes, what will be the correct answer, and what is their final score. So to incorporate growth mindset as well in this specific activity, they may reattempt in answering the quiz. And the last one, where students are really having fun in this one, to add more fun and increase student engagement, links to different educational online games are also added, like Quizzes, Kahoot, Quizwizzer, Educa Play, and many more. So we also incorporated different educational online games in Moodle. So for them to be engaged or more engaged as well in those activities. Now I will be showing you how to navigate Moodle. It will be better if you will also navigate it with me if you're using laptop or computer unit right now. It will also be easy for you to follow our navigation for today. So I will be sharing my entire screen. Maybe Miss Viola can help me if ever there will be questions or clarifications in our chat box since I will not be able to see it.
Sure, Miss Rizchel. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss. So parents, you may join me. You may also do it in your own laptops, gadgets, or computer unit if you're using one. Kindly open another tab. And then in the address bar, just type moodle.southville.edu.ph. I will be copying this link first in our chat box. So you can just also click this one. So there, it's in our chat box already. So once encoded in our address bar, just click enter. Okay, and it will direct you to the Moodle website. So this is our Esgen Moodle website. For you to be able to log in, at the upper right corner of your screen, you will see you are not logged in. And then open and close parentheses, log in. So you just have to click log in. After clicking log in, this is the next thing that you will see in your monitor. So we are going to log in using your account on Google. So you're going to click the text box or the rectangular box that that you can see in the middle. And then this is also very important, like what teacher Janelle mentioned in the PLS on Khan Academy. We also have to use the SGen Gmail account of our child, not the personal. If your personal Gmail account is logged in your Chrome browser or in your internet browser, it's very important to log it out first. Okay, so usually the SGen account of or the SGen Gmail account of a student is composed of the year when they are enrolled in SSIS, and then the month when they also enrolled, and then the number. So this is just an example. 2015-05 is the month, dash, and then the number. It will always be followed by at sgen.edu.ph. So this is an example of an SGen Gmail account of an SSIS student. And then they have their own password in their SGen Gmail account. So for now, I will be using my own SGen Gmail account. So just click next, and they just have to encode their password. And then click next again. I hope you will be able to follow the instructions. Okay, so once you logged in or once you are logged in already in the Moodle, right now you might see different things, different subjects in the dashboard of the student. So this is what we call the student dashboard. Okay, so in here, in your own child's account, you might see different subjects already because they are already enrolled in the different Moodle courses. So the Moodle courses that we are saying or that we're calling are the subjects of the students. So in here, I also have different Moodle courses since I am the owner, and I'm also enrolled in some Moodle courses to check the things that the teachers are uploading. Okay, so let's start with the three horizontal lines that you can see at the upper left of your screen. it's beside the Esgen LMS, the logo of SISC. So it's the three horizontal lines at the upper left. If you're going to click that, you will also see a lot of things here. So the dashboard is already this one. So I just clicked it to show you again. This is what we call the dashboard. And then the site home, if you're going to click that, it will direct you or it will bring you to the site news or the announcements that that SISC are posting. So usually the MIS or the technical support of SISC are the ones who are posting announcements here. So if we would like to know more about SISC, we may also visit this site. So if you want to go back, you just have to simply press again the three horizontal lines at the upper left of the screen. Another one is the calendar that I was talking about a while ago, the all-in-one calendar. So this is a sample of calendar. If you see, my September is so full. Quizzes, forums, deadlines, because I'm enrolled in a lot of Moodle courses. Like what I mentioned a while ago, I enrolled myself in all senior high school Moodle courses for me to check the links and the OERs activities that the teachers are uploading. Okay, so for the calendar, we can see here the month. If you're going to click the drop-down arrow, we can also view it per day. So in this specific day, you will be able to see if there are deadlines. So I clicked it and I saw that there's a deadline for collaboration activity. There's also deadline. This one is for Southville, SISC. So there's a label of the school. So SISC only, SMC only. So these are the deadlines for this specific day. We can also check the upcoming events, meaning the upcoming deadlines and submissions in different subjects. Like, for example, this one, I think this is in Filipino subject. This will be due, I think, next week also. September 13. So we can also check what will be the upcoming events or upcoming deadlines. So again, we can go back to the month or the monthly view. So we can see the whole thing that they need to submit for September. If you want to just focus on a specific subject for the deadlines and submissions, you can click the next box after month, which says all courses. So if you're going to click that, yeah, you will also see here I have a lot, but I think in your own Moodle courses, Moodle accounts that you're browsing, maybe there are just some. So in here, we can just click the specific subject to just check if there's a specific deadline for that subject. So I chose, this is English for grade 10. So English for grade 10, I will see here that there are some submissions for next week, September 15 and September 16. So if I'm going to click that, I will see the summary or the details on that specific activity. So this is for the Southville SISC students only. So when is it due, what time, and then the specific Moodle course. And then just by clicking go to activity, it will already direct you to that specific Moodle course. If you want to see or if you want to know more details about that specific assessment or output or project, you can just click go to activity. Okay. Another one, still about the calendar, the Moodle calendar. At the right part of your screen, you will see the previous month and the next month. And at the same time, you will also see some shaded dates there. So this is just a summary that there are things to submit for next month on that specific date and the like. You may also go to that month. When you go to this one, the main calendar, you will also see August 2020 on the left side and October 2020 on the right side. So just click it and you will see if there will be submissions for next week. So that's about our Moodle calendar.
Miss Rochelle,
Yes,
may
Miss.
I may I say something? This is something good that Mrs. Santos raised in the chat box about the codes. Like she sees SISC, SSISB, SSISM. Yeah, especially for new parents or for those who are just new with Moodle. Yeah, we are SSISM. It means Stonyhurst Southville International School Manarayat. The SSISB is Batangas, so that's the other campus. And of course, the SISC is the Southville International School and Colleges, which is the mother school. You may also see SMC, which is South Mansfield College, because there are like 7 schools for the SGen, and we are SSISM. Thank you, Ms. Rochelle, just for the information, and thank you, Mrs. Santos, for raising that.
Thank you, Miss Viola, for the clarification. Also, students, when we give them the instruction, we remind them and we inform them that ours is SSISM. So others are actually asking, but Miss, I saw SSISB, SISC. Which one will I answer? Which one will I click? So we also remind them that if ever they will see these things, they will just access the SSISM. But if ever, if there's none, if there are no customized activity for the SGen school, meaning it's for all. Like the discussion forum. The discussion forum actually is for all SGen schools. This is for them to see the answers or the ideas of other SGen students as well. So they can exchange ideas, learnings, and info. So if there's no label, meaning it's for all. Okay, so let's proceed. Again, if I click the 3 horizontal lines at the upper left, we will also see different courses. So aside from the dashboard, aside from the cards that we saw in our screen a while ago, we will also see here at the left part of our screen the list of the Moodle courses. So it's another way of viewing the Moodle courses. So I will now go back to my dashboard. Okay. A while ago, I also mentioned that they can personalize their dashboard. If there are a lot of Moodle courses that they were enrolled to since before and now they're not using it anymore and it's just adding to the things that they keep on browsing, they can actually hide it. Okay? So under the words course overview, you will see this text box. If you're going to click the drop down arrow, there you will see a lot of choices. We can see all except removed from view. We can see in progress. We can also see future, past, starred, and removed from view. So if you're going to click all, you'll be able to see all of the Moodle courses where your child or children was enrolled before until now. So in here, again, like what I said a while ago, I enrolled myself to a lot of Moodle courses of SGen. So I will be able to see all of them, except for the Moodle course that I removed from my view. So where will I see that one, the remove from view? What if I don't want to view it anymore? So for example, this one, the archive grade 7, business 7, this was my subject before. So I would like to remove it here already from my view. So I can just click the 3 horizontal dots. And then we will see 2 categories again. Star this course. Star this course is if you would like to always access it, you may click star this course. The other one, remove from view if you don't want to include it anymore in your dashboard. But it doesn't mean that you will be unenrolled already to that specific Moodle course. It's just, it will not be seen here anymore in your dashboard. You will be removing it from the things that you are viewing. So let's click remove from view. So there, it was automatically removed from our dashboard. Okay, what if I will start it or I will start the course? So let's pick, let's say, okay, this one, the 21st century literature subject. Since I always want to access this, I will click start this course. And once it is marked a star, you will see a star icon beside its subject name. So let's see what will that start this course will do. So if I will customize my dashboard and I will pick start, it will show me all the Moodle courses that I marked as star in my dashboard. So let's say these Moodle courses are the present Moodle courses where your child is enrolled now. And I want to see just those Moodle courses for this year. I don't want to see those previous Moodle courses anymore. So I can just mark or star them, and then I will be able to see those things already. So I've starred some Moodle courses here in my dashboard already, since I'm always accessing this. So we have senior high school Moodle courses. I also enrolled myself in some grades 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Moodle courses as well. So I can also show you what are there, or what are those links, activities, videos that they have uploaded. Okay, so that's about the dashboard. Another thing about the dashboard is that at the right part of the screen, when you scroll down, you will see the number of online users for the last 60 minutes. Okay, so right now in my dashboard, I can see 1,016 Esgen online users for the last 60 minutes. So the students can also view that. They will see their teachers if they're online in Moodle, their classmates if they're online in Moodle as well. And you will also see the call out icons at the right side, meaning if they would like to message their teachers or another teacher from SGen school that they might know, or another SGen student that they might know as well, or their classmates, they can just click the call out icon that they can see at the right part of their screen. And by just clicking that, they will be able to message those teachers already. So let's try one. Okay, I will message Sir Nuida or Sir Tats from SISC. So after clicking that, I can just write message and click the send icon to Sir Tats. And then Sir Tats will be able to see that there's a message that was sent to him at the upper right of his screen beside his name, and the call out icon also. So there, it will appear here that there is a specific message from someone, from an SGen user as well. So there. So you will see here the messages. So that's
Miss
another
Michelle,
feature.
there's a question.
Yes, miss.
This is from Mrs. Estaris actually. She got some async tasks and assignments, but the link sent to her requests access. And since I think maybe it was not school hours anymore, so she cannot talk to any teacher. What could have happened there? There's a password perhaps, or
Yes, miss. Miss, may I know if this is a Google Sheet, Google Doc, or Google Slide? If ever there is a request access, you can send access request to that specific person or specific teacher. And once the teacher opens the Gmail, the teacher will be able to see that there's an access request from a student or from a parent. So
but
once granted with the request, they will be able to view it already.
but supposedly it should have been automatic. Maybe the teacher just missed hitting the button that is editable for all, right? Yeah.
Yes, miss. Another thing that some teachers are forgetting is to give access. But after they're informed, they will be able to give access already to the students.
Okay. We'll also remind the teachers to make sure that everyone has access to the link that they sent to all the assignments. Maybe the teacher just forgot po. But supposedly should have an access to that. From Mr. Panergalin, can one Moodle account be opened simultaneously from two different hardware or location?
Same account, but with two different devices.
Yes, miss.
Yes, sir. They may open Moodle in their laptop and at the same time from their mobile phone and at the same time in their tablets. It's just if they will be idle for some minutes or some hours, later on when they go back to Moodle, they will see if they would like to extend their session. So if they would like to continue, they can just click extend session and it will load again their Moodle course. Miss, another one for the request access, we really have to check if it's if the specific activity is for our SSIS Malaright students. There are some students accessing other activities from other schools wherein they will not really be able to access it if it's from different school po.
Okay. So one thing that you have to make sure, the one that you got, for instance, an activity, it's for all. It's for the campus. It's for SSISM. Because Mr. Shell is saying if it's for SMC or Southville or Batangas, you will really not get an access to that.
Okay, thank you, Miss. If there's no specific category or label, therefore it's for all, and they should be able to have
Yes.
access if it's for all.
Okay. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, thank you also, Miss Viola. So I will proceed. We will now go, before I go to a specific Moodle course, I also want to show the two text box here at the middle part of your screen. We also have the course name or the last access. So if you would like to sequence your dashboard based on their course name or the last access Moodle course, you may also choose which one. You may also choose if you would like to view it in a card view, if you would like to view it in a list view. So if these are list of Moodle courses. And the last one is the summary. In summary, we will see here some introduction or preview or course overview of each Moodle course. So this is the course overview of 21st century literature for senior high school. Let's check some grade school. So this one from grade 3, this is the course overview of financial literacy for grade 3. We also have from reading and writing, this is senior high school already. Okay, so you may choose which view would you like to see it in your dashboard. So I will open an example of Moodle course. Let's say Science 2 or Science and Health for our grade 2 students. So once you click that specific Moodle course, the first thing that you will see is the course overview. So what is this course all about? What is its focus? So you will also see here some standards that is connected or aligned with the topics of science for grade 2. We also have here the category for announcements. And let's now go to the content. Okay, so each Moodle course is divided into units, and those units are still divided into weeks. So for example, this one, Unit 1, Week 1, their focus topic is scientific skills. So we've also divided each week into 9 categories. We'll discuss those 9 categories for Moodle. The first one is 1.1 or what we call the Esgen online notes. So in here, teachers upload links or upload information that they can get online. So these are additional online resources that they're giving to the students. This is aside from the textbook that they have and the PowerPoint presentations that they are using. So these are additional info and facts about that specific topic. So if we're going to click one sample of online notes, it will direct you to that specific link already. So the student doesn't have to look for that link, type it in the address bar and the like. So they just have to simply click it and it will direct them to that link already. So once they're done reading, they can just click the arrow back for them to go back in their Moodle course, and it will again direct them to their science Moodle course. So let's have another sample of online notes. So the teachers are also assigning the students to read the online notes for additional info. So for example, this one, when I clicked it, it didn't direct me yet to that specific link because the teacher has a short intro about this one. So you will see click then the link to open resource. So again, they can just click the link and it will direct them to that open educational resource about that topic. If they want to go back, just click the back icon or the arrow. So that's the first category. The second one is the Esgen textbook or e-textbook. So teachers post here the pages where they can see that specific topic in their book. So for example, for science grade 2, for this topic, please visit the following pages, pages 4 to 9 and 12 to 15. So by clicking this, they will be able to check the pages from their book. So let's click the arrow back again to go back to that Moodle course. The third category is the Esgen content slides. So in here, teachers upload the PowerPoint presentation or the Google Slides that they used for the discussion for that topic. So we click that, we see the Esgen content slides. And then we see this one. There's a link here that they can click for them to be able to access the Google Slide presentation. So this is the presentation, the PowerPoint that the teacher used for that specific topic. We will also see here the view only, meaning students cannot edit this specific PowerPoint or Google Slides. They can just view those slides. They can even click present if they want to see it full screen in their monitor as well. And then be the one to click the next slides. Okay, so we can click exit. So instead of asking for the copy of the PowerPoint from the teachers, asking them to send it to them, they can also access here in the Moodle. So there are different PowerPoints that the teacher have already uploaded for this course. So this is another Google Slide presentation. The scientific method, there is also one. So again, that's the third category, the content slides. These are like the PowerPoint presentations. Okay, so for the fourth category, we have the Esgen content videos or activities. So in here, teachers upload or copy-paste the link of the specific video that is related to their topic. So they can already watch here the videos that the teachers have uploaded. So for example, this one, by just clicking the play icon, they don't have to go anymore to YouTube. They can actually watch it here. If they would like it to be full screen mode, they can just click that icon at the lower right of this YouTube video. So by making or minimizing it, just click again, non-full screen. And then we can also click this one if you would like to continue watching and browsing at the same time. So this is an example of the video that the teacher uploaded in this category. If you would like also to view it in the YouTube website, we can also see the link here. Just click the link and it will direct you already to that specific YouTube website. So we have two options. It's either to watch directly here in Moodle or to go to the YouTube website. Okay, so that's our fourth category. Next is Esgen collaboration activities. So this is the activity where students can collaborate, the group activities that they will be doing in their synchronous or asynchronous sessions. So let's try to click this. Okay, we will see here two different collaboration activities. So we have two links that we can click. Okay, so this is an example of a collaboration activity. This is what we call the Jamboard or the Google Jamboard. I think it will also be included in the G Suite apps in our next PLS session. So this is an example of Google Jamboard wherein students will be able to access it as well and then post sticky notes if they want or to answer the teacher's question. Like, for example, a scientist is a person who, and then they're going to finish the sentence. So let's check the other collaboration activity, another Jamboard. So for example, this one, the instruction is choose your two favorite animals, compare and contrast. So I think the teacher will be giving instruction to the student to search for their favorite animal and then compare and contrast it. So that's an example of collaboration activities. Okay, you might see also in my screen, this is the one that we're mentioning a while ago. There's a lot of 1.5 collaborative activity. We have for SSIS Batangas, activity 2 for the same school, activity 1 for Malarayat, activity 2 for SSIS Malarayat, activity 1 for SMC, activity for SISC. So that's the category that we mentioned a while ago. There's a specific one for our school, which is SSISM or SSIS Malarayat. Okay, so let's now go to our sixth. Our sixth is also very useful to our students. This is what we call the Esgen summary of the week's lesson. So these are like the key takeaways or the reviewer for that specific week. So we can see here the summary for that specific week. So for scientific skills. So we're down to our last three categories. We now go to our 1.7 or the seventh category, which we call the discussion forum. So this is the one that I mentioned a while ago, the discussion forum. So the teacher will be posting a question. For example, in here, share your thoughts. Why are scientific skills important? And then from here, the students will be able to reply or encode their answers. So right now, I think there's none yet for this specific topic.
Ms. Rochelle, there's a question from Mrs. Vecina.
Yes, Miss?
She said, there are boxes opposite each activity. What is it for? And there are completion percentage. Can you please enlighten me?
Yes, thank you so much. That's a good question. The boxes at the right part or the opposite of those activities are for the students to be able to know if they're done or if they have access or done that specific activity. So they can just simply click that box and it will be marked checked already. So when you go back to your dashboard, so let me go back to that dashboard, to my dashboard. I'll see it here on the top dashboard. We will see here the percentage for the completion of that specific Moodle course. So the students will know if they're 100% complete, 50% complete for those different activities, topics, resources, and the like. So for example, the science 2. I've checked some already. I marked check already. Therefore, I am 9% complete for this specific Moodle course. So the teachers can also remind or give instructions to their students that once you're done watching it, once you're done answering it, don't forget to tick the box at the right of that specific activity.
All right. Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss. So there again, let's go back to discussion forum. Let me check if there's a sample here wherein there are already answers so I can just show you how did they answer it. Okay, I'll just show you my subject so you can see a sample of the discussion forum. So one of the subjects that I'm teaching in senior high school is business ethics. So I'll show you a sample of discussion forum. So I posted a question here to my students. Which business organization do you prefer and why? So there are some already there are some answers already from each student, and then I can also reply as a teacher. Their classmates can also reply and give feedback to their answers. So what you can see on my screen right now are exchange of conversation of the students regarding with the question and the topic. So some are agreeing with the comments of others. Some are also commending for their positive, for being optimistic on those answers. So this is an example of discussion forum. Okay, so I will now go back to my dashboard. Okay, I'll show you a sample. Let's now go to the 8th category, which is the Moodle quiz. So in here, we have a sample of their Moodle quiz. We have also this course, also divided it to specific school. So sometimes they might see this one in their monitors, that it is restricted, not available unless you belong to this specific group. So what the teacher did here is she made a group wherein her students are enrolled to this group, SSISM Grade 2 Spain, SSISM Grade 2 Finland, meaning students from Esgen schools, from SSIS Batangas, from SMC, or even from Southville will not be able to access this Moodle quiz unless they belong to this group. So I think they also have their own Moodle quiz for their own campus. But in other Moodle courses, you might not see this anymore, meaning it's the same quiz for all SGen schools. Okay? So since I cannot access this right now because I don't belong to any of these two groups in SSISM Grade 2 Spain and Grade 2 Finland, I'll just show you also my own quiz, the quiz that I made for my students in senior high school. Okay, so example of quiz is this one about the forms of business organizations. So for them to be able to answer the quiz, they will click the attempt now. Okay, in my view, it's continue the last preview because I am the teacher. So I'll just show you what is an example of a quiz. So this one is an example of Moodle quiz in multiple choice category. So like what I've told you a while ago, there is an immediate feedback. So in here, I tried answering it to just check if what I did is also correct. So I click letter A, check my answer, and I can see here that there is a feedback right after. So let's try this. Number 3, there's no answer yet. So it has a life of its own, doesn't have ownership. So let's try answering letter A. Let's say letter A is my answer. If I would change my answer, I can just click clear my choice and answer or tick another circle again. If I would change my answer from one letter to another. Okay, and if I would like to check if my answer is already correct, just click the check box and I will be able to know the feedback if it is correct or not yet. So this is not the correct answer, so I can try again and I will not be able to see the correct answer yet. So this one, the Moodle quiz, it depends on the setup of the teacher also. Some teachers, they're giving the right answer after. They are also showing the answer right after the student answered one item. Some teachers also give the final or the correct answers after they answered all items in that specific quiz. So it depends on the settings or the setup of the teacher for the quiz. So if I would like to try answering this question again, I can just click try another question like this, and I can check or tick again another box for me to know if my answer is already correct. So there, this one is already the correct answer. So I can now go to the next item. So this is a sample of the Moodle quiz. They may reattempt in answering based on the settings again of the teacher. If the teacher set it to 3 attempts, they can try for the second time of answering the Moodle quiz. And the last category, which is 1.9, in here, this is customized already. So it's up to the teacher if the teacher will be uploading additional worksheets, additional activities, games, additional links, additional PowerPoints that they would like to give to their students. So in here, I also have sample of supplemental or additional activities for my topic. So for example, this one is through the gamification, which is quizzes. So in this one, they just have to click the link and it will direct them to the quizzes link that they have to answer. Okay. Sometimes you also have graphic organizer that we ask them to answer. So that's the last category. Those are additional worksheets, outputs, activities, games that the students can play or access. So those are the contents of our Moodle courses.
Yes, Mr. Shell, we have a question. Going back to the forum, can you please show everyone also, because Mrs. Tenyosa would like ask. She actually asked where the reply button is for the forum. Maybe you can use your own forum so that you can show them how to reply.
Yes, miss.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I will just switch role to student. So in the view that I'm going to show you, it's the view of the student. It's different po kasi if it's the teacher's view. We see additional things that the students don't see in their Moodle courses. Okay, so this is the student view already of this discussion forum. Which business organization do you prefer and why? So the one on top is the one that the teacher uploaded or the specific question. So at the lower right of this box, we will see reply. So we're going to click reply. So this is me as a student answering the forum. And then I can just simply type here my answer. So I would choose to start as a sole proprietor. And then the reason. And then if they're done with their answer, they can just click submit. So the teacher will be able to read their answer for the forum, for the reply. Are there other questions in our chat box?
Yes, I think we are good. Yeah, it's like, when you reply in Facebook, it says there, reply. So it's easy actually to do it when you're in the forum. All right. Miss Rochelle, do you have other things to discuss?
No more, miss. That's it for our Moodle contents. If there
All
are
right.
other questions,
Yeah, maybe there are questions that you would like to ask now. Other questions you would like to ask. For the others, I will clarify with the teachers your concerns and I'll get back to you. Last time, there was no reply button. So I need my son's classmate to press reply for his classmate's answer. How come it happened that there's no reply button? Can it be that there's no reply button, miss?
yeah, miss. Actually, I think I saw this message also from our Esgen technical support about the no reply button in discussion forum. If ever you will not also see the reply button, just inform us, inform the teachers so we can fix it also.
So it
There's
might be a technical problem.
yes, miss, there
Ah,
is.
okay. All right. So there should always be a reply button. Just in case there is no reply button, please report immediately to the teacher so that we can attend to it. Thank you, miss. Are there other questions? They are quiet now. So let's see. Maybe none anymore at this point, but if you along the way, if you need to inquire on something, you encounter a problem, please let us know. We are easy to contact actually. Everyone is accessible. contact the teacher, contact the school. Miss Rizchel, who is one of our experts in Moodle, you can also contact her. You can send us a message through our website, and even our Facebook account. Can we view in Moodle our son's quizzes?
Yes po. It can
Of course,
also be viewed in Moodle.
the results of their quizzes, Miss.
Yes. Yes,
Yes,
miss.
definitely you can view. We can also, just in case there are questions, you want to have one-on-one, we can actually request Miss Rizchel to do it with you. Okay, we'll just have to schedule. All right? So thank you so much for being here again today. There's another session on PLS next week, next Friday. It's actually in the SPB, in the bulletin right now. I think it's in the afternoon this time, because I think more parents are available in the afternoon. It's, I think, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's in the bulletin today. You will receive it. It's on Google Suite. So the Google Slides, Google Docs, Google Sheets, so that you'll be more familiar with how to use them. So again, we hope to see you next week, next Friday. Please also tell your other friends or our parents here to please attend, so that, we learn many things together. All right. With that, I would like to thank Ms. Rizchel, of course, for doing this tutorial with us. And to you all, parents and guardians, thank you again. And please have a nice day. Always keep safe. We'll see you next week. Thank you po.